Okay, so we've had a situation now where people are just complaining about what Peller did, that is trying to employ a photographer who is a master degree holder. All right, number one, facts. This is his business. He can even decide to have a professor degree holder, if professor title holder for that job. Don't forget, some few years ago, Dangote announced truck drivers, and he specifically say he wants PhD holders. As a matter of fact, if you Google Dangote hire degree PhD to be truck drivers, you will get a result. You say yes, it is true that Dangote Groups, a major Nigeria conglomerate, once launched a program to train and employ. Now it was going to train and employ, which means at the end of the training they can train and not employ you. I hope you know that one. Now he said most of them were PhD degree holders that applied to be truck drivers. Now I don't know how much they pay those guys. Then I'm sure it wasn't up to 500,000. I don't think they are paying up to 500,000. So this girl ranting and shouting up and down about Peller talk. This girl, I'm sorry, this girl must be an illiterate master degree holder. Because you see, in Nigeria, the education is a sham. It's just nonsense. How can you go for an interview and then you come back on social media to be castigating your potential employer? Peller is your potential employer. That guy has used that brain that you say you carry go school for almost 6 years to go get that worthless paper that is in your hand. I'm sorry, that paper is worthless if you cannot feed yourself. And the way you spoke, oh God, I don't know, that thing is annoying me. It's annoying me when people work hard to create something for themselves and then you now come online to say, okay, well, I want people to assist me, let's build this thing together, or this thing is now growing astronomically beyond me, let me get 1 or 2 people, and then somebody will now have the effrontery to talk anyhow. Say, were you there when this guy started this thing some years ago? Do you know the funniest thing is that some people will travel and japa abroad to go and be washing yash. They go and be washing yash for some old ladies out there. The difference here is that it's Peller. That small boy. Yeah, that dropout. Oh my God. You see, I don't know. That's if you know what you are doing, you have brain, as in your sense, see they work well. As in the thing, that sense never turn to sand. Because I can't say Gary, because Gary is also expensive now. Gary is expensive. So if you say some people brain turn to Gary, you are even respecting it because it will have some starch in it that should give it some kind of sweetness. If your brain never turn to sand, if you work as a photographer with Peller, believe me, your brain they work. You go school for 6 years to get that stupid master that you say you are holding, that is making you to rant up and down. You should be able to set yourself up for life and become employer of labors too. Do you know why? Because working for somebody like Peller, as ridiculous as you might think it is, it's not ridiculous. It's a job. There is dignity in labor. And don't forget, he posted that he's going to stream the whole thing live. This is what they call transparency. He wasn't going to conduct any covert kind of interview with anybody and then be castigated at a later time that, you know what, he did this, he did this, he did this. Everything was live. We're all watching and we're laughing about it. The country is in a mess. The country is messed up already. So if you are now sitting down here and you are saying he talks to you anyhow, he doesn't know what ethic is. He doesn't know what ethic is, my sister. No, I don't need to know where you are from. That's one thing you should know. I don't need to know where you are from. If you apply for a job interview at a bank, will they give you 500k? Better go and check it very well. Federal government of Nigeria is struggling to pay 77,000 minimum wage. 77. And Peller is paying times 7.2 of that, to be exact. That's what he's paying you. The minimum wage. Peller is offering times 7.2. And the people you employ, mind you, he has paid them. Which job? you know, in those days when we were growing up, they used to tell us that oil company will pay you arrears. When they employ you, bank will pay you arrears. Is it really true? Was it really true? Which job pays upfront? They employ you today and they pay you upfront. That girl deserves slap. Oh, if she gets sister or friend, they supposed to knock her for head. She no get brain. These are people that went to school. I don't want to castigate other people that struggle to earn that master's degree. I don't want to say something and then to look as if I'm putting down the degree. It's because you have attached yourself, your value to that piece of paper. If you were thinking about value creation in whatever form, my sister, you see that live stream that you did and you are insulting Peller, you will have used it to thank him. Because whether you like it or not, your page has grew a little bit more because of that encounter. The fact that you are not even seeing the brighter side of this encounter with that young man shows how unappreciative you are. And I pity you. I pity people like you. These are the people that I always say that there are people in this life that don't have business suffering, but that are suffering. Ingratitude in its raw form is what I just saw when I watched that video. We're just speaking anyhow. Aliko Dangote employ master's degree holder, PhD degree holder to go and be his truck driver, and I am very sure they were not earning up to 500k. Of course, that was about 4 years ago. 5 years ago, yeah. I think 5 years ago, yes. So you coming online and start castigating the young man for saying this is what I want for my business. You see, let me tell you the truth. A privately owned business, whether a privately owned business or a brand owned business, in this case, it's a brand. He built it from nothing. You never even knew anything about live streaming, probably, until this Peller guy came along. So if you don't even see that, to respect him, even if he's your younger brother or even if he's less educated, that is immaterial, my sister. It's immaterial. People like you end up having every opportunity to succeed, but you suffer until you die just because of pride. And you will struggle. They will sell all your family property and send you abroad to go and be watching one old woman yash. Most of you, that's what you do. You go and be sleeping. Don't let me even say something. I don't want to say something that I will regret. Or no, I will not regret it actually, but I don't want to say something that will look as if I'm putting some things down or some people down. It's annoying, you know. It's annoying how people will create something out of nothing and try to bring people together to say, okay, let us do this, come and assist, let's do, so that you can earn a living. If your brain is working, like I said earlier on, if your brain is working at all, if your brain is working, that brain where you say you carry goes, it shows how educated you are, how educated, illiterate you are, that you could come back and be castigating your employer. Wait, then force you go that place. There are many questions on my mind to ask you if I can see you. Then force you. Anybody come beg you for your house, say, you know what, please now, go to Peller is begging you. And you know the funniest thing, Jarvis came online while that interview was going on to say, you guys shouldn't mind Peller, he was catching cruise. Meanwhile, previous day, Peller himself said he was going to catch cruise on that interview. See, this guy, number one, is a content creator. Everything is content to these guys. It is business. You see a man diligent in his work. This guy has been diligent in this work. That is why people like you can, Two-Face sang some years back. He said, if nobody talks about you, then you are nobody. I guess this guy is truly a somebody. And I give it to him. He knows his craft. He knows his business. And he's succeeding. He gets you, master degree holder, glorified master degree holder, jobless. You couldn't even create job for yourself with that thing. It's as if you are selling puff, at least be selling something. You couldn't. You borrow money or whatever it is you did. You went there and then you got you were interviewed. You were saying this. God. Oh, God. This is how you people make people to shut down opportunities to other people. This is how you people make people. If Peller is somebody who is sensitive to all this kind of noise making, this is how you make him to shut down opportunities in the future. And he will decide to use AI or decide to just hire some other kind of low-key people. The 20 or more of you that went there for that interview, your account has blown. Your account on social media has increased. My sister, my brother, that is it. So if you attach your self-worth, your value, your self-dignity to that piece of paper you are holding, you will suffer. You know, I've always told people that you finish secondary school, you were useless. You went to university, you were useless. It's because you were useless. That's why you went for master's degree, compounding your uselessness. If not, you will not have a master's degree, go for an interview, irrespective of the owner of the company. Irrespective of the owner of the company. Then you now come back and be insulting your potential employer. That you are now, you want somebody to now have your name, your CV submitted and give you. You see, this is how you people block opportunities to yourself. Next time now, somebody will announce a job, you will come up. Remember, internet never forgets. Internet, no, they forget. Oh, they will now scroll through and discover that you are the one castigating somebody that granted the opportunity to get a job. My sister, they will exclude you. They won't even call you for the interview. Then, of course, so that you can have something else to say. So if they allow you come for this one, you start face to face with a legend of TikTok. Do you people who know? Oh, God have mercy. I pray you have a rethink and post. My wife just said it is well. No, I heard you say it is well. So, you know, I hope you have a rethink and post an apology to that young man. That's what I will say to you. If you like, don't. If you like, do. Now your life. You know, the Bible says, if you are wise for yourself. I think Proverbs 9:12. 9:12 or 12:9. Check it. If you are wise for yourself. If you are foolish, only you will bear it. You say, you did Bible. Go and read Proverbs. Some of you will just be behaving, talking rubbish up and down. You don't even think. You don't think. Your brain doesn't connect with your mouth. So you talk. Me, I just saw that thing. The thing annoying me. That's why I just put this one. I just put this one, child. That is it. So.